Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Laurel Park here on Sunday. It is July the 15th, 2018. I'm going to look at the third race from Laurel, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Today's third race from Laurel is a very nice race. It's an allowance race, purse $42,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards, which never won a race on the main claim starter or waiver claimer, which never won a Maryland bred side race or Maryland races, or which never won 2 races. Field of 8 horses to 7 horses of main track only, so 7 will go on the turf course if it's run there. The distance of ground of 2,400 meters, or the distance of ground of 1.5 miles on the Laurel turf course. 2,400 meters, 1.5 miles. And I must say, usually Laurel runs 1.5 mile turf race a year, and that's usually the Laurel Turf Cup in the fall. Other than that, I can't remember the last time they ran an added distance race on the turf that's, not a stakes race. It's been quite a while, but years ago they used to run them quite a bit before the renovation in 2004. I couldn't remember all the time they running 1.25 miles, 1.5 miles, but since that renovation, when they extended it or made the turf course wider and added in that inner lane, they stopped carding added distance races regularly. But today, it's like I said, it's the first one in quite a while. Hopefully they'll keep it going and card more of them, because something I've noticed over the last few weeks, the Delaware has been carding a lot of added distance races recently, and so maybe they've been filling up really well, so maybe Laurel's taking a look at it and saying, well, maybe we'll do it also. So hopefully it works for them, and because I like the added distance races, the stayers like to call them in Europe, but technically in Europe 1.5 miles is not a staying race, but here in America, technically, if we think about it, 1.1 miles is staying, because nobody's running 1.1 miles anymore anyway. But let me get to this race. I'm getting off subject. Like I said many times, we're going 1.5 miles here. My top selection, I like the 4-horse Douglas Road. I'm going to go 4-8-1 in the tricast of the trifecta. 4-8-1 tricast trifecta. Top selection of 4-horse Douglas Road. 4-year-old colt by the Factor. Daniel Centennial's on this one. Horse's most recent outing. First off the layoff came the 14th of June at Delaware. About 1.70 miles on the turf course, an up 16 claimer. This horse finished third by 2.5 lengths. A little bit of a turn of foot at the end. It was his first off the layoff. He definitely needed the race. But I think with the extra added distance, it really helped this horse's chances a lot more. He looks like he could be a grinder here. Before that, 27th of October at Keeneland, 1 mile allowance race, 66,000. Horse finished second by length. He set the pace most of the race. He got caught right before the wire, but he ran his heart out there. And then before that, Kentucky Downs, 1 mile allowance race, $146,000 allowance race, shall I add. This horse finished second by 2 3/4 lengths. Decent turn of foot at the end. It wasn't a bad race. He's a very versatile horse. He can set the pace or he can come from farther behind. Here, short field, I think he'll sit a little bit closer, maybe even setting it. If he could set some easy fractions, I think he could go gate to wire, so watch out for him. So to recap my selections for the third from Laurel, I'm going to go with the 4-horse Douglas Road. I'm going to go 4-8-1 in the tricast of the trifecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.